There's something that I've been thinking a ton about recently, and I just can't get it out of my head. And I've been having these conversations with a lot of other people, and when we have friends come over or stay with us, it seems to be something that I end up talking with them about. The thought is, why do we care what other people think about us? It just, like, I can't comprehend why we put so much time and effort into thinking about what other people think about us. To illustrate this, I want to tell you a story, and it is a sports story, and as you can tell, I'm not really a sports guy. But I heard this on Malcolm Gladwell's podcast, Revisionist History, like a year ago, and I still think about it. So there's this basketball player, and his name is Rick Barry.
Rick Barry, one of the top 25 players ever, had 2 stints with the Warriors.
And Rick is on the list of the top 50 basketball players of all time. And he's the only person to lead the scoring record in the NCAA, the ABA, and the NBA in a season. And the stat that really blew my mind was that whenever he was in the NBA, he only missed 9 or 10 free throws the entire season. So that's an incredible stat, but what makes it unbelievably incredible is that if you compare that to LeBron James, LeBron is argued to be the greatest basketball player of all time.
I feel confident because I'm the best player in the world.
And yet he misses over 100 free throw shots in a season. And compare that to Rick Barry's 10. Rick Barry was a 90% shooter at the free throw line when he was in the NBA, which is ranked #1 in NBA history. Now, if I told you I had the secret to his success and I had the exact formula for you to dramatically improve your free throw shot, would you take it? Now, I would assume that everybody would say yes to that question. It's kind of like a no-brainer, but that's not the case. Every NBA player knows why Rick Barry made so many shots, and yet they don't follow his lead. And why is that? It's because he shot underhand, granny style. And this isn't even just a fluke thing with Rick Barry. This is statistically proven that if you practice the right underhand technique, you can dramatically improve your free throw averages. So it literally just blows my mind that this knowledge is out there, and yet no one is taking it. No one is following Rick Barry's lead. And you know why? Because they're scared of what people are going to think of them. They know that people are going to make fun of them and call them a sissy. But why do you care what other people think about you if you are winning the game? Why do you care what other people think about you whenever winning the game is literally your ultimate goal? It's the thing you've been working towards. Another example like this that I think about a lot is in skateboarding. And if you aren't aware of the skateboarding community, they can be ruthless whenever you do something that is outside of what is deemed cool in the skateboarding community, like riding Mongo, or wearing a helmet. Or the one that gets me the most is something that is called the mall grab. And that's whenever you hold the skateboard by the trucks, and it's literally the most convenient way to hold a skateboard. And yet somewhere, somebody decided that that is uncool and made fun of people for carrying their skateboard like that, and everybody else joined in. And so now if you watch, you'll rarely see a skateboarder holding a skateboard by the trucks, choosing to do something that is worse for you personally out of fear of what the people in the community that you want to be a part of will think about you. Basically, it all comes down to social value. And I think an example we can all relate to is fashion. And there's nothing wrong with fashion. If there is truly something that you really like and whenever you wear it, it makes you feel good, then by all means, wear it. The thing that gets me though is that whenever we buy things for their social value and not because we genuinely like it, just ask yourself this question: do I actually like this shirt, or do I think I like this shirt because the tribe I'm in or the tribe that I want to be in thinks it's cool, and so I'm going to spend more money to get something with a specific brand on it that will actually just bring more social value than actual value? Now, I know the examples that I'm giving are kind of like trivial things, but I'm just giving those as examples to show that, like, we let other people's opinions dictate these small things that we do. What are we letting other people's opinions do in the big things? Basically, I just don't understand why are we making so many life choices based on the thoughts and opinions of other people. Dave Ramsey has a really good quote that I think sums this up, and he says, "We buy things we don't need with money we don't have to impress people we don't like." As I keep thinking about this, it's just crazy to me that we as humans will sacrifice our own success doing something that is better for us, something we know is better for the outcome of our goals, worrying about what other people think about us. If you have a dream, just take some advice from our friend Shia LaBeouf and just Do it! It's your dream, not theirs. Don't let somebody who has no stake in your success or your failure keep you from trying. Just do it! Just do it is easy advice coming from somebody who doesn't actually care what people think about them, but if you're on the other side of that, you're probably thinking, how do I just stop caring? I mean, it's not that easy. And you're right, it's not easy. It's a deeper issue. It can't just be overcome overnight. From what I have found, the root cause of this is confidence. Who are you and where do you find your identity? Do you find identity in others or in yourself? The reason I'm so confident in who I am and the reason I don't let other people's opinions keep me from doing what makes me happy or keep me from doing what I think is right is that I have a deep belief in God and I find my identity in Him. Like Matty Healy says from the band The 1975, I've got a God-shaped hole and it's infected. And I think that all of us have this hole and we're searching for something to put in there to complete us. I think a lot of times we put other people in this void and it works for a while, but it's not a perfect fit, so it ends up getting infected and our body rejects it. And then we just try to move on and put somebody else in there or something else in there. Now, I don't want to presume to know what is going to fill that void for you, but I can't deny my personal experience. And after filling what it's like to have that perfect fit in that void, I can't help but believe that God may be that perfect fit for you as well. Now, I know that got deep quick, but I truly believe that in order to make internally motivated decisions, we have to be confident in who we are. You can find confidence in yourself in many ways. It's just my personal experience and personal belief that God is that perfect fit. I just want to use this as an encouragement for you to learn about yourself, find your confidence, and stop letting others keep you from living your best life. And most importantly, be unapologetically yourself.
Here's a guy, one of the great players of the game, the greatest free throw shooter in the game, shooting as they did 40 years ago. Would you recommend that shot to fans? If they were going to start with the game present day?
Well, I recommend the way that you can make the most shots.
That's the answer. The answer is do what is best for you. Do it the way that you can make it. That's the name of the game. Relax, follow through, but make it.